Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of No Holds Barred here at the Toronto Sun. Rob Wong and Postmedia wrestling writer Jan Murphy with you as always. We are super excited to be joined today by one of the most popular superstars in WWE today. It is Mr. Ron Killings. Ron, great to chat with you today.
Appreciate it, dog. I'm R-Truth.
Our Truth as well, of course, known by many names. It's been a wild month for you, of course, dating back to when you announced that you had been released, and then a week later you're showing up at Money in the Bank on this new contract. I know what it was like for people like Jan and myself as observers from the outside looking in at everything that was going on. There was such a big reaction, of course, to it. You even had some people speculating that maybe it was a bit of a work, but now that you've had some time to look back on everything that happened, what will you remember the most about that period of time in your life?
The outreach, dog. That was the outreach, the love. I don't know if it was meant. I think it was meant for me, and it was meant for everybody, man. To show like it was through all social media. You're talking about over 100 million reactions of emotions and of unifying on one thing. So if anything, it showed that we all can come together on something. Like regardless of what, how, when, where, boom, we all came together on something. So that was showing the good in humanity, man. That was great.
Truth, John Cena's been an integral sort of thread throughout your career. Somebody you've kind of emulated, used some of his moves, and then you've had this opportunity now to work with John in his final run. What does John Cena mean to you, and what does he mean to professional wrestling?
John means a lot to professional wrestling. John is like John's one of the founding cornerstone pieces in professional wrestling, with the aspect of not only his accolades he's already achieved, but the aura around him, man, his celebrity status, his creative skills, his willing to like reach back, teach a lot of guys in the locker room. I'm one of them guys that will sit back and watch John Cena, help you with your match, help you with what he saw. So he was giving back and giving advice, and he's a cornerstone, man, of the professional wrestling industry in a whole, man. And I think if you talk about that monument, those cornerstones, John Cena's head should be up there as well. The Mount Rushmore, his head should be up there.
What was that like for you to have that last big match with him?
Oh, it ain't over. He got to turn back who he was. He hurt people's heart.
That's right.
You just asked me the good stuff about him. He betrayed people, dog. He betrayed you, me, us, them, everybody, man. He's not giving us the "you can't see me no more." Now it's all go on, bro. He's not the John Cena we fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? So he's taking me on that roller coaster just like he's taking everybody else. I need John back. Not for me, but for my sanity. For the sanity of our truth, right? Okay.
Yeah. No, that's a good point for sure. I think people are hopeful that maybe one day we will see the old John Cena return. It's been an incredible run that he's been on as well, just as far as what's going on with him in the ring. But you mentioned the stuff as far as him giving back, and I think that's what really stands out for a lot of people. That he is someone that even though he's reached a lot of these heights, he still maybe sort of hasn't forgotten where he's come from. Just knowing the type of person that he is outside of the ring, what kind of impresses you about the person when it comes to John Cena?
Man, the humbleness. A lot of people don't get to see that. I've seen it, witnessed it, been around it. I remember when R-Truth called him, text him, he hit him back, and he was like, "Hey, man, you my hero. You know what I'm saying? You everybody's hero. And I want to, wear shorts." And Cena was like, "Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm obliged, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Everything. You don't have to ask me that." So that was like, that's cool because the wrestling business is you don't want to like emulate nobody. You want to be your own. It's not just for him to be able to like give that back and give that aspect of me. I wouldn't have asked. Ron Killings wouldn't have asked. I just would have wore them shorts. I wish you would. I'm driving now, Rob, Jan. I'm driving.
Is little Jimmy there with you? You and I did an interview maybe 10 or 15 years ago, but you wouldn't talk to me. Only little Jimmy talked to me.
Little Jimmy is here, dog.
Tell him
He's
I
in
said
there
hey.
cooking. He cooking some eggs.
Tell him I said hey.
I will tell him you said hey. And he grew up a little bit.
Did he?
He don't talk,
Sweet.
but he grew up a little bit.
Fantastic.
I like it. No, no. Look, you mentioned "I'm driving now." That's a phrase that you've been using recently, and I know you've been making some waves on social media. Got to ask you about that post you had the other day. Carmelo Hayes, Street Profits. The caption: "I'm driving now. Hop in." Everyone wants to know, I think, what's potentially going on here. Do you have any comments on that?
Um, man, it was a dope night in Saudi Arabia, and you had some athletic brothers, man, just chilling, absorbing everything, talking. And we say, hey, life is short. We never take time to, moments are made for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the moments. Right mood, right time. We just took a selfie. And I forgot about the picture. And since I'm driving, I just wanted to post it. That's what I do.
Fantastic. Serious question for you. 53 years old, you are doing things that very few before you have been able to do at that age. And what do you attribute your longevity to? Not only with the character, but physically.
Yeah, I just saw something, a report the other day. You can quote me on this. That said, if you was born in 1978 and prior, yeah, I saw this yesterday. They said yesterday was my birthday and I was 23 years old. Now, I'm not the scientist or claim to be an Einstein, but that's what the report said. My longevity for me is being real, man. Sticking to discipline. My discipline, I do the same workout that I've been doing since high school. I I've changed a lot. I've evolved. I've adapted. I don't eat like I used to eat. Um, I have a discipline factor where I work out, man. If I don't work out, I'm stretching. If I'm not, I'm doing cardio. I'm doing some movement. We got to keep movement going on. You got to a lot of things we can't change. We're not going to change. We have to adapt, evolve, and learn how to A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people hate the rain when the storm comes. I just learned how to walk and survive through the storm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that helps you with aging. You know what I'm saying? You're not holding so much stuff in, man. I think if a lot of people let go a lot of shit, excuse me, I mean, cuss, but a lot of people, if they let go a lot of stuff, you'll be able to bring in more good stuff, more positive stuff. But I promise you that'll help you age slower because you're less uptight, you're less worried, you're less everything, and you're more positive. Now you got clarity. Now you can go and do and be and become.
Yeah, that's great advice. I'm motivated now. I think I got to go for a walk. Just a little long walk after this
Yeah, dog.
interview.
And don't be
Yeah,
Get my
well,
waiting.
steps in.
I'm gonna
Don't
get up there
wait.
now.
Get it in,
I'll,
man. Get it in and get it
I'll
over
see you
with.
guys.
I promise you, you'll be glad you did it.
It's true. Yeah, you never regret going to the gym. You hate thinking
No,
about it
man.
and going there, but once you're done, you have no regrets about
15
lifting
minutes.
those weights.
Make
Absolutely.
time for time.
That is a great quote. Last one from me before we let you go, Ron. Obviously, you've been promoting a new country music album. Congrats on that. It's called the White Album. Music,
Yes.
obviously, a big part of your life outside of the ring. What was the inspiration behind the White Album?
Man, a friend of mine, Alexander King, we have a mutual friend, Jelly Roll. He had gave me an idea. He said, hey, bro, you ever thought about doing a country album? He said, you lived in Georgia, you lived in Tennessee, you lived in South Carolina, you in North Carolina. When you go up north, they say you sound country. My son told me that. So he's like, bro, I want you to do a country album. Do 3 and thank me later. Told my producer, Jay Trax. He said, let's do a whole album. Um, just me loving all genres of music, just like I love all walks and people. I love people, man. So I think me just going back to my roots, man. When I first started wrestling, first after my independence in armories, I would do a rap song and I would sing country. Whether it was Waylon Jennings, John Amos, John Anderson, or whoever, I would sing country. So me just going back and dapping into my roots for one, and for two, I wanted to show that the versatility of talent. Music has always been my first love, man, and wrestling bit me and became my foundation. and now I'm able to do some music. I'm a proud member of the Country Music Association now. Um, and now I'm able to give people this country album as a mature album. Um, I think people will like it, man, and it's just showing versatility in music, all genres. I also got a rock metal song coming out as well.
Well, that's amazing. Last one from me. You mentioned him, Jelly Roll. We're going to see Jelly Roll performing. The crossover between wrestling and music has never been more evident. We see live performances all the time. Have you been involved in Jelly Roll's training at all?
No, not yet, man. Me and Jelly go back, man. I love Jelly. Not yet, but don't blink. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are now are aware of the connection and the relation that always has been with music and professional wrestling. It's just like when you hear that glass break, dun 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 dun. You know, as
Yeah.
you amped and you ready. You know, Austin's coming out. When you like, can you smell it? That music just got, you know what I'm saying? Like we had dong like that. Music has always been there. Now it's just more in the forefront. Just like now wrestling has more evolved and adapted. Just like everything is now, man. We are witnessing everything right now.
Yeah, that segment with Jelly the other night and Logan Paul was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
See, exactly. There's more of that to come.
Yeah, well, look, they always say athletes want to be musicians and musicians want to be athletes. And Truth, you're doing both of that stuff right now, man. I really appreciate the time today. Thanks for doing it.
I appreciate it. Hey, and ain't no athlete that's a musician doing it like me. If they is, let me know.
Thanks again.
Absolutely.